of marriages in which women are also working and then also shoring up a lion's share of the household duties, and that's why they're unhappy, because now they're being burdened in two directions.
But so what's the solution to that?
Men shoring up more on.
The solution to that is you put lenses in your prescription glasses instead of looking like you want to be a sexy librarian.
Domestic duties.
This pisses me off, man. Those are my lenses, and now it's become I'm the OnlyFans whore who wants to look smart look.
You know what's funny? Okay, so nobody knows that. Wait, hold on. I have to do this. Set this up right. I have those glasses. I actually got those glasses so that I could wear them on the neck. Those brimless, big ass like fish aquarium lenses. I have those. I'm gonna wear, and they have actually like clear lenses in them. There's glass, but I'm so tempted to like knock out the lenses out of them. Like, I have to use this. Because if I don't, I will regret it. Here we go.
But they won't, because of freaking tradcons and neocons who are telling them that it's gay and beta if they do these certain tests.
It is gay and beta most of the time. I agree.
And I also think
Michael Knowles is no gay and beta.
He's sitting there in a suit on a podcast beside a sex doll, seriously thinking about, yes, most of these guys are gay and beta, technically, if you look into the scripture. How can you look at that with a straight face, man?
So, for instance, like the unemployment rate of men returning back to the workforce is very, very high right now, and that's.
The thing about her is this, and I know she's going to be on the show, so I kind of don't want to set her up too much here, but her delivery, you can tell that she's been like sort of coached by Destiny, right? Her delivery is very much like Destiny. It's like rapid fire, it's machine gun shit. But you if you stop her and you go, wait a minute. What you're talking about is bullshit, and let me explain to you why. And you have to have everything like ready. Like, you have to know what she's going to say before like you can like stop her in her tracks, right? But again, it's the kayfabe thing. It's like Michael Knowles is actually taking this bitch seriously.
Because men are kind of pushing for this like revanchist return to just like older times.
Okay, anyone who uses the term meninist, I laugh at you.
Even though you claim you're not trying to turn the clock back, a lot of the solutions that meninists are advocating for just won't help men, because the burgeoning sectors right now are overly feminized. It's stuff like nursing.
You see what she did?
The burgeoning sectors? What the fuck are you talking about?
No, did you look? Hold on. Wait. Watch that again. Okay. Watch where her eyes go when she says this. Look where her eyes go.
Back to the workforce is very, very high right now, and that's because meninists are kind of pushing for this like revanchist return to just like older times. And even though you claim you're not trying to turn the clock back, a lot of the solutions that meninists are advocating for just won't help men, because the burgeoning sectors right now are overly feminized. It's stuff like.
No one uses the burgeoning sectors of this in a fucking conversation. You might write that on your Substack. No one speaks like that.
No one does.
And the reason why she's doing this is because she's reading it from her cell phone. Who do you think is feeding her all this shit at the same time?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's funny too, because like you got bargain basement Mia Khalifa, beside her is bargain basement Taylor Swift. And then the third one I think is bargain basement Sydney Sweeney.
You are being way kind to Pixie. I don't know if I give Pixie Taylor Swift, but okay.
Well, it's Walmart brand. It's no name.
Yeah. That's like Dollar Central.
I mean, come on, they got their asshole out for $10 a month. That's not the worst thing that's happened.
Temu
Taylor Swift.
Yes.
Nursing,
I'm not on this podcast.
And these industries are actually reaching out to men, and they're trying to recruit them, but a lot of men will turn them down, and instead they're sitting on their ass. They're addicted to opiates. Like over half of unemployed men are addicted to some sort of painkiller. They're playing video games all day. They're addicted to porn, which is one problem, but there's so many others.
They're addicted to porn, like my OnlyFans, and like Mia Khalifa.
And feminism is what's telling men.
I was like, I knew it was there. I didn't even know, but I knew.
Leave your toxic masculinity behind, join a nursing career, join a teaching career, but they won't do it because of tradcons and neocons telling them that they're gay and beta if they do these kind of like unwarrior-like positions.
Okay, so this is bullshit. Number one.
Of course it is. Okay. It's kayfabe.
It's kayfabe.
The OnlyFans whore is telling you how to save men.
Yeah, she's not wrong that they are on opiates. They are sedated. I've said this 100 million times on this show, right? Whether it's prescription drugs or it's weed or it's video games or it's porn or whatever else, but it is not the tradcons that are driving them that way. No. They don't need the tradcons are not incentivizing this by giving them the counter to this. No, they're doing this on their own because that's the incentive.
I do think that it's not just a matter of social construction. I think women are more nurturing.
The nursing programs and teaching programs have put out
Okay, so this is like completely hacked. Like you can tell it, like this is just chopped together. I'm sure there's way more that Michael Knowles had to say, but this is classic Destiny shit. Like just chop up the little bits, make him sound like this stuttering, stammering dickhead, and then move on to the next thing. She sounds like she's a college fucking professor.
Research of why men won't join these industries despite them reaching out, and one of the biggest reasons is because they feel like it's overly feminine. Do you think that's due to liberal feminism or due to conservative?
You'll notice that she's looking down to read this shit. She's just a mouthpiece for Destiny. That's all she's doing. She's well, either that or she's reading from like one of Destiny's like chat groups, or his Reddit or his Discord or something like that. Oh, I should also point this out too. Did you catch the video? Maybe you did or didn't, because you don't care about.
I never listened to this shit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna assume you didn't see this. It was Ben Shapiro versus Destiny. Okay, and it was on Lex Friedman's show.
Oh, okay. I've seen a screenshot from it, and where they had like 3 high chairs. That was it.
Destiny got put over a barrel on this fucking thing. Like,
of Mr. I can't debate anybody if they're not a college kid, Shapiro.
Lex Friedman, I hate you. I absolutely hate you. And I love you, actually, Lex, but I hate you for this one because you actually made me agree with Nick Fuentes. Actually made me agree with it. Like Nick Fuentes, the racist anti-Semite. We know what he's about. He hates Destiny more than he hates the Jew that is Ben Shapiro. And I'm just like, how do you do that? How do you reach that level of like just absolute, like contempt, right? And so Lex, of course, puts this whole, arranges this whole debate between the two of them, and Destiny just gets owned. And the reason I figured it out, the reason why Destiny gets killed is because he doesn't have a cell phone. There's no lifeline. It's like is that your final answer? Would you like a lifeline? Like his lifeline, his lifeline's gone. He collapses when he doesn't have like the access to the hive mind. And so when people say, oh, Destiny's a great debater, no, he's not. Take his cell phone away and he's like no better than any other spurg we deal with. It's just that he's got this instant rattle this off. And by the way, same thing with Ruslan, same thing with anybody, right? I think if you're going to have a debate, like, because we already know that debate is dead, but like if you're going to have like, I don't know, blood sport debate,
right?
You need to have like parameters. You get to have your cell phone. You don't get to have your cell phone. You get with your tablet. You don't get your tablet. Are you going to rely on your own memory and be able to to deliver this shit, or are we going to be able to just do this, just raw and just mano a mano?
Firing line, William Buckley.
Yeah,
only A and fake.
There also needs to be set topics to talk about, because what happens with most of these guys is when they get backed into an ideological corner, or they can't like defend a particular point. That's when they filibuster and they move on to another topic,
right?
Rather than actually sticking to the topic that they just got their asses handed to them about, because that was the preset thing that they were supposed to talk about. So like if people want to debate me, if they want to come to Vegas, fine, we're going to do it. A, we're going to do it live. B, we're going to have a set of topics that we're going to stick to. C, you're not going to talk over me, and there's not going to be you're going to have a good discourse and a back and forth, but it's going to be, it's not going to be a one-sided conversation. And C, we're either going to agree to have our tablets and our laptops sitting in front of us, or we're not. So you tell me how you want it. I'll do it either way, but at least let me know ahead of time you're going to do it, because I'm going to do the same thing. Crazy.
It's mostly just the point of it. It's not the old days. I think everybody still thinks it's the old Christopher Hitchens debates where two people are making a point and the audience decides which one's better. It's not. Yeah. People don't understand like real debate is like kind of what you see on like the Congress floor. You have a certain amount of time to make your points, and you can like, surrender your time to somebody else who might know more shit than you do. And it's this back and forth. You have a time limit. You have to know your shit, and like people have to shut the fuck up while you make your point, and then you make a counterpoint. And if you can't, then you can't. Right. Yeah. That's formal college logic debate. That the debate team debate. That's what that is. And if somebody starts using logical fallacies and somebody points that out, that's on you. You're using slippery slope. Oh, you're using this, all that kind of stuff. And you make appeals to, logical fallacies or whatever. And if people call you out, that's your ass, because you're supposed to know that. That's part of logic. That's part of deductive reasoning. That's part of debate. Right. And if you never went and did college debate or even high school debate, it's like, you're not going to know this shit. So let me finish her up here.
No, I think it's just natural. I think the men should work, but they should maybe do things that they're more inclined to do. I don't think we need to conscript men to go become nurses wearing frilly little dresses.
And why do you see that as putting on a frilly dress?
Okay, see, I love this. How you have to know that they are like cutting this up ruthlessly here, because he probably made a whole bunch of other points, and they stick to this seems ridiculous. Let's go with frilly dress.
You're going to like nursing and hospitality.
Because you're using that example.
Presupposing that it's feminine and gay. You're doing the thing.
It is more feminine. Yeah.
They have to put in laughter because you don't know it's laughter.
How do I feel about this? That was the point. Yeah. How do I feel about this?
Yeah. Well, the idea is, first of all, this is bullshit. It's just a TikTok video. It's meant to just to drive a reaction, to make this. The reason why she's putting this out now is because she knows she's coming on my show next. Okay. I get it. But here's the difference. We're going to be doing a live stream, and you're going to be sitting across the table from me and Mike. So,
dude, do the old pickup thing where, you take your phone, you put it face down. It's like, here, we're going to put our phones face down. Let's talk.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Okay. Can we put our phones down and just have a conversation now? Yeah. Or are you
I'm a man. You're a woman.
Or do you need a lifeline? Yeah. Well, here's what I would have done. And the thing is like, you got to remember that we're talking about formal debate, right? She's also trying to, I saw the whole show, and that's how I know it's been cut up. But the thing that she's trying to do is, it's a debate tactic, which is to frame, it's straw manning, right? You're framing his argument to be whatever it is that you think is going to be like to prove your point. It's also begging the question, right? It's in the solution is actually in the question itself, right? So when they say, well, it's you tradcons who are saying that, being a nurse or a teacher, all these, traditionally feminine careers is, gay and French, right? And they, as long as they can keep it sort of within that context, they always win, because you're just basically following along with them. But the thing is like, if they were to ask me that question, I would say, well, has nothing to do with tradcons. It has everything to do with incentives. Yeah. Like, guys don't want to be in those careers, because those are the careers that, largely women choose, first off. And then second of all, it's like, why would they do that? Why would they sign up for a low paying career like that? So if you're going to cut, like, here's Mia Khalifa, Farah, if you're watching this, I'm going to wear those glasses. If you're watching this, understand that if you're going to come at me with this, I'm going to tell you right now that it's all about incentives. It's all about guys who they don't want to take a low paying job. I can show you. I've got an infographic as to why there aren't any male teachers right now, and it's been that way for like going on 10 plus years right now. There's not even women. They're like, men aren't even in education programs in universities right now, because they're like, why would I do that? Especially if the disincentive is that you're going to spend 8 to 10 years to get a teaching degree. You got to learn what to teach. Then you got to have certification to teach. Then you're going to go and take a job at a public school, high school in the United States for $40,000 a year, to pay off the student debts so that you can, for the last 8 to 10 years, so that you can be the teacher in the first place. No, yeah. Guys don't want to do that. You want to know why there's socialists in like universities and high schools, and why you got, drag queen story hours teaching your kids in high school? Because it sounds like a great deal. Like, socialism sounds great to people who aren't getting paid jack shit. So, like
journalists too. The only reason you could be a journalist now is if you're rich, because they don't pay.
Yeah. Well, it's like anything else though. Like these two, like both of these chicks, like if you look at like Mia Khalifa and
and Taylor Swift.
Well, Taylor Swift is like, Pixie's a little bit of a different story, but like Jasmine Jafar, like why the like that, you want to talk about professional wrestling and like kayfabe. Hi, I'm Jasmine Jafar. It's like, what was it? I'm the Iron Sheik. Yeah. She goes, I'm Jasmine Jafar. I'm the Iron Sheik.
A little on the nose. I'll grant you that.
Oh yeah, I'm the Iron Sheik. No, you have to call me. That's my pronoun. But no, the thing is that when you're talking about, especially on this topic, it's like, if you're going to talk about like what are incentives to get into a career, why are you an OnlyFans cunt and you're like on this show? Shouldn't you be making money hand over? The only reason you can do this show is because your OnlyFans allows you to afford to be on here. I don't wonder where Jasmine Jafar's money comes from. I don't wonder where Farah's money comes from. I know where I wonder where Destiny's money comes from. I don't wonder where theirs is. And so to have these two chicks on there who are basically beneficiaries of this new sexual economy, telling us why guys don't get how come guys can't get into nursing and can't get into teaching? Well, why don't you? Well, because OnlyFans pays me way more money than I would ever get from those careers. There's your answer.
Yeah.
That's it.
Downstream effects of that, less chance of dating certain types of guys and other guys. Everything works out it's all about sex. Except for sex. That's about power for some reason.